What's up, YouTube? We're back here with another video, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, go down below, hit the subscribe button. Today, first of all, it's gonna be a hot day today, guys. We got a few loads coming in. Actually, we got 10 loads so far. We got 4 trucks that's coming in. I've already checked the machine out. One thing, guys, I wanted to point out to you guys. A while ago, we had this hose changed just because the radiator was, well, the hose was rubbing against the radiator. But now we got this foam piece right here because it was starting to happen again. But you guys, before we get started, the client, he always leaves a cooler full of Gatorade and waters out here. So we're gonna make a trip to the cooler, get a Gatorade, and then start up the machine for today. So you guys stay tuned and let's get to work. We're already started up, parking brake off, gear up. Hope you guys are having a good morning so far. If you're watching this in the morning time, if you're watching this in the evening time, hope you guys are having a good day. So far, guys, on this site here, we're doing a complete fill-in for the client. In the previous videos, if you guys check them out, we filled in a lot so far. We still have a lot more fields to go. Plus, we're expanding and going to more so on the left side behind the other property. We got consent from the owner over there to fill in on their property as well. But first, we're finishing up the client that we're working on now and filling it in for them. So I'll show you guys what we got so far. We got 10 loads right here that we're gonna get pushed down, and then also whatever comes in. And remember, guys, we got all this fill right here to fill in over there. And we're getting pretty close to sloping down at the edges where the client's fence line is. as you guys can see, we're getting pretty close to the fence line. So the trucks that have more so big rock, we'll get them to dump over here and take it in that direction. And then all the loads that have clean dirt, we'll take the clean dirt and start our slope going towards the fence line. We probably got about, I would say, 5 more yards, and we'll just need clean dirt.
push these loads over here. As y'all can tell, I'm just gradually going down as I'm pushing, getting it ready for the slope. And then once we get clean dirt that comes in, we'll slope it down. And also remember guys, we have to cover a pond in the front of the property. So once we get more common fill, we'll take it up there and fill in as well. When doing construction, guys, everything is a process. So you gotta, coordinate your plans and work in sync. There's a lot of phases that you have to go through. Especially it depends on the location too. If you guys are more so in the city and you're trying to do property development, there's going to be a lot of permits that you guys have to get and go through. And permits can take a long time because they got to get approved by the city. And it takes a while. But if you're out in the county and you're doing property development, you can do whatever you want on your land. So the client right here that we're working for, he can do whatever he wants. We didn't have to wait to fill in. He didn't have to get any permits for us to come. So like our last client, we had to wait. He had to get a permit to fill in. depends on location, guys. Location is key.
Alright guys, so far, just look at all this field, all this raw land. It's just not being used, and it can be used if people, want to use it. And whoever buys this property, they'll be able to use it. So that's a good thing for them. And then also for our client over here, it's a good thing for him as well. He's very excited that we're filling in for him. Like I said, we're almost done with his side. Just waiting on some clean dirt to come in. That way we can fill in over there and then continue the fill going over here. So, and as you guys can see, their grade on their side is more lower than this side. So we'll definitely have to start lowering the grade as we go over here onto their property, because we don't want this to be high to where the water runs onto the house. It'll have to be low enough and slope down, going towards the fence line. That way the water can run out. So we'll gradually slope down on this point right here and start to slope down over here. And as you guys can see, the pad is sloped down. That way the water runs out over here. So remember guys, we're doing development. If you guys are doing development, make sure you know where that water is going, and make sure that elevation is right and your grade is going smooth. As of right now guys, you guys stay tuned. We'll wait on more trucks to come in. You guys also stay tuned. The garden area over there where my car sits, we'll be starting on that real soon, and bringing up the grade and just leveling it out so the client can start his gardening over there. You guys stay tuned for that. Let's get to work. Alright you guys, so I'll let those guys dump quite a few loads. As you guys can see. So it's currently 4 o'clock, 4:15, so we're gonna get these loads pushed, and that'll be it for today. This side guys, we got to bring the elevation down just a little bit so we can match the grade over here. This side has to be a little bit lower than the right side over here. Y'all
y'all will see what I mean by that later, because this side will be lower than this side over here. Y'all will see what I mean by that. Once we get longer and further down the line, and we get more filled in, you guys will be able to tell the difference. Y'all comment down below what's the temperature in your state.
so far, just a few loads that was right here that we got going this way. We got pushed. More so tomorrow, we're gonna start filling in that pond before we get too far over here. I definitely want to finish up where we're at right here first before proceeding over there. But I'm gonna turn the machine around. I'm gonna sit right here and push this crap going back towards the fence line. So we're gonna keep going how we are, but we're just gonna turn the machine going towards the fence line and push it going that way. And then over time, we'll get some clean dirt, dump it on that side and fill in towards the house. And like I said, tomorrow, guys, we're gonna start filling in going towards that pond over there. So I'm gonna turn the machine around, sit it right here, and then we'll start the grade going back that way. Alright, you guys, so we got everything pushed down for today. We got one more truck coming in, but we'll leave that load for tomorrow, and we'll put him over here on this side. I'm gonna show you guys what we got so far. Looking real good. Got all the loads pushed down. We turned around and started to push our grade this way. That way we can finish the fill in on this side. So we're looking nice and clean. We're gonna gradually start to slope down, going on that side right there as well. This is what we got for today, guys. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna do more so with the pun tomorrow, and also still get loads on this side so we can start the slope. So you guys, y'all just stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe for more work. We still have a lot left on this field. We have more sites that's on the way. You guys stay tuned. I'll catch you guys next video. Yeah.